Hi and good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Monday morning, the 25th of January, wherever you are in the world. I'm Dr. Rachel Carlton Abrams, and I'm a family practice integrative doc, and I am here in my office in Santa Cruz, California. And I was thinking about all of you on my way in this morning, and I want to start us off with a poem. This poem was read to me the first time in Big Sur at Esalen Institute on the floor after a dance session, and it's really been in my heart ever since. So you can close your eyes, you can open your eyes, but we're going to open with this. This is by Rumi, The Breeze at Dawn. The breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. You must ask for what you really want. Don't go back to sleep. People are going back and forth across the doorsill where the two worlds touch. The door is round and open. Don't go back to sleep. And I thought of this poem at this moment because if you are international, congratulations at being outside of the American drama. But if you are in the United States, we have a new president. We have, as healthcare workers, a new coordinated plan to deal with our current public health crisis on multiple levels. We had a storming of the Capitol. A lot has happened since we last gathered. And I would say many of us have been on high alert, particularly as healthcare providers, for the last year, and that this marks a change. Not that we're going back to something we were, but that we're going forward into something completely different. And that each of us also has to bring our new selves to that endeavor, not to go back to sleep, not to go back to some comfort that things are just fine and we can ignore them, but in our own way, in our own place, in this place in which we sit or stand in the world, that in front of us is the work. So, at least for me, figuring out how next to use my intelligence and my love in the world is most helpful when I source that from within. And I, like many of you, am experiencing a lot of burnout. It's been an intense year to be a care provider. And people are very anxious and very depressed and suffering financially and suffering personally and getting buffeted by all of the difficult things that are happening. So some of that is taking a break, which I am actually doing, if I can be an example. For a bit, I'm going to actually take a little sabbatical for myself to gather my mind. But what I do when I'm looking for direction for what next is a meditation that I developed for my book, Bodywise, that helps me turn inward. So what I want to do today is help all of us turn inward for a moment and to gather some intelligence, not from our thinking, not from our worry, not from checking the news 5 times a day, but from our deep inner knowing, from our human animal brilliant body in terms of leading us forward. So close your eyes if you can. You don't have to. You can keep them open if you'd like. And I want you to put your hands on your belly and take a deep breath in through your nose, letting that belly swell and out through your mouth. And another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And one more time, shaking off the morning, the day, wherever you are. And a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feeling your feet, or maybe if you're sitting on the floor, your buttocks, feeling yourself grounded into the earth, feeling the support of Mama Earth under you, deep, solid, old, wise. And then stretching up through your body from your crown chakra, from the top of your head into the heavens, feeling connected with possibility, beauty, light, the divine, however you think of yourself, stretched as a human between these two places, like an antenna on the earth. And I want you to settle inside your body. Take a moment to turn your vision inward. And I want you to pay attention to the sensations in your body. Is there a place within you that calls to you? Starting with the tips of your toes, feel the tips of your big toes on both sides. Wiggle them if you need to. And the bottom of your feet, your base in the world, into your ankles and heels and calves, sweeping up the backs of your thighs, the front of your strong thigh muscles and buttocks, into your soft belly and pelvis, up your chest and back and neck, into your head, over into your cranium, through your brain and face, down both arms to your hands. And now that you've said hello, I want you to go back into your body and look for a place that seems to be calling to you. Is there a sensation that you notice, say, in your feet, or maybe in your neck, or maybe in your head? It could be discomfort, it could be pain, it could be tingling, it could be numbness, like you don't feel anything there. Find a place in your body that calls to you at this moment. And I want you to take a deep breath into that place and feel what you feel. And describe it to yourself. You can describe it out loud, or you can just describe it inside your head. Is the sensation light, or is it heavy, like a strong weight? Is it tingly? What size is it? So the sensation, like let's say a pain can feel as big as the room you're inside of, or it can feel as small as a pinpoint. What size is it? And as you turn it over in your imagination, does it have a color? Is it flesh colored? Is it clear? Is it black? Is it red? Is it white? Is it glowing? What color is it? And notice as you put your attention on it that it actually may change. And that's great too. And does it have a temperature? Is this sensation warm? Is it red hot? Or is it cool? And as you grab a hold of the sensation, I want you to imagine that you're holding that sensation in your hands, metaphorically. That you are now engaging with and speaking to your own body's signal to you, your own body language, because this is how the body talks. And just for a moment, I want you to ask, what do you want to tell me? Or maybe even more powerfully, I'm listening. Continuing to take deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just being present. I'm listening. What does your body tell you you need for this year of 2021, for this month of January, for this day of January 25, for this minute that we're in? What is your body trying to communicate to you about what it is you need to be whole, to be that antenna between the heavens and the earth, to be deeply caring for yourself at the same time that you're caring for others? And if that sensation is uncomfortable, let's say it's tight or it's painful or somehow doesn't feel quite right, I want you to tune in and imagine what that sensation might need. Like, for example, if it's a burning pain, maybe in your imagination, you would imagine a cool stream of water falling upon that sensation. You might imagine ice cubes around that sensation. You might imagine immersing it in a cool bath. Or if it's tight, you could imagine right now, what if you took a deep breath into it, and as you did, the fibers of that tightness began to loosen? Or maybe you're moving it a little bit, and as you do so, a lightness descends upon it and it begins to become less dense, less tight. What could you do to love and minister to that sensation inside yourself? And finally, again, I'm listening. What is that part of your body wanting to tell you today, at this moment? You might get a verbal message. You might get a visual message. Sometimes the sensation changes. You might get a link to a memory or something that has happened. Just allow whatever comes to come. I'm listening. I'm present. I'm paying attention. I'm listening to what I need inside of myself. Another deep breath through your nose and out. And finally, give gratitude to your body for being willing to speak with you this morning. Gratitude for whatever your body is letting you know about. And when you're ready, begin to open your eyes, becoming present with us here on a Monday morning in January 2021. And to further wake up your body and bring it present, I want you to do a little Qigong shaking. It looks like this. I'm standing. You can do this sitting as well, but you're just going to bounce and shake your body, shake your head. And I think it's helpful to make sounds while you do this. Shaking off the last year, shaking off last week, shaking off yesterday, and being, like Rumi said, on the doorsill where the two worlds touch. Because as healers, that's where we sit, between heaven and earth, and on the doorsill where the two worlds touch, whatever that means for you, so that we can be embodied beings, reaching up and into what's possible for ourselves, for our patients, for our communities, for our friends and families. And that we do that by starting here with this precious gift of our own bodies. And again, as we're invited this morning by Rumi, don't go back to sleep. You must ask for what you really want. Don't go back to sleep. With huge gratitude to all of you, with big blessings that you have a beautiful day, that you listen deeply to your own body, that from that place of wholeness, you continue to love and serve in the world. And we here at the Academy are with you. And we'll be with you again next week. Please join us for the Friday seminar. Please join us again next Monday for Monday Meditation. Sending my love here from Santa Cruz, California, out to all of you. Mwah.